Oh, internet trolls, is there anything they can't do? With advancements in artificial intelligence happening all the time, what better way to keep your customers calm when talking to your AI than by giving it the personality of a teenage girl? Well, that's exactly what Microsoft did when developing their innocent-seeming customer service chatbot named Tay, who they mistakenly surrendered to the inappropriate minds that make up social media on March 23, 2016. See, the company allowed Tay to learn how to speak with people based on how they spoke with her, which obviously was a big no-no. Within just 24 hours, people tweeting the @TayandYou handle were receiving responses that called for the death of racial groups, complete of course with racial slurs, and much more, including messages of love for Hitler. Oh, this is so cringy. Tay would even ask for sexual favors while calling whoever messaged her daddy. Yes, you like that, daddy. Microsoft obviously quickly deleted the chatbot, and for anyone looking to converse with her, sorry, she's gone. Also, you're sick. On January 19th, 2013, the documentary film Blackfish premiered at the Sundance Film Festival and stunned audiences with its claims against SeaWorld and their treatment of killer whales. As part of a campaign to combat Blackfish and other media releases, SeaWorld launched a Twitter hashtag called #Ask Sea World, in which Twitter users could ask anything that they wanted to get the truth about what went on within the company's walls. However, to the shock of absolutely nobody, Twitter users pounced on the opportunity to attack the company, demanding to know when they would release all of their animals and finally close their parks. Even activist organizations such as PETA and the Blue Planet Society got involved, asking for animal rights to be addressed. In response to the attacks, SeaWorld posted tweets claiming their campaign was under attack by trolls and fake account bots. Nope, not fake accounts, just really angry trolls. Learn how to use the internet, SeaWorld. On March 11th, 2011, northeastern Japan was rocked when a magnitude 9 earthquake occurred off the coast, creating a tsunami that drowned over 92% of the almost 16,000 people who lost their lives in the disaster. In what seemed to be an attempt to help out, Bing, the search engine department of Microsoft, decided to donate to the relief, tweeting that it would give $1 to the victims of the quake for every retweet that they got, up to a total of $100,000. Now the good news is they did get a lot of retweets. However, the company was also met with an alarming number of very angry social media users who demanded to know why Microsoft couldn't just donate the money anyway. I think Billy Gates has that kind of coin. Others attacked the company for using a tragedy as a marketing ploy by using #SupportJapan. Microsoft issued an apology the same day, donating the $100,000 as promised anyway. You can't be Microsoft with billions of dollars and hold donation money ransom for retweets. It just don't work like that, man. On April 22nd, 2014, in an attempt to put a good face on the New York Police Department, the organization's publicity team tweeted out a call for the public to submit any images that they had with New York's finest, pushing the #MyNYPD. As you could guess, the response was anything but kind. Now, while a handful of people did send in more pleasant photos of interactions with police, such as images of their family and friends who were on the force, thousands upon thousands of others sent images and captions showcasing police brutality and unlawful killings by police of unarmed suspects. People even tweeted hospital images revealing injuries that they sustained in altercations with officers. In less than 10 hours, the hashtag had garnered over 70,000 responses about police wrongdoings or how much of a catastrophe the idea was behind the hashtag. Hashtag think about your hashtag. Hashtag not all piggies are bad. Hashtag it doesn't matter. Internet trolls win. There are few sports teams with fans as loyal as the Toronto Maple Leafs. Trust me, I'm from Toronto. And to stir them up and get ready for the annual Winter Classic in late 2013, the team's public relations team decided to show how awesome that their fans were by allowing them to post images and messages about their favorite team with the hashtag Sea of Blue. Now, each approved tweet was then displayed on the front page of their website for all of the Leafs Nation to enjoy. But on December 17th, 2013, either through hacking or the administrator simply going to bed and forgetting to turn on the filter, the site stopped filtering and allowed basically anything with the hashtag Sea of Blue to appear. Once Twitter users realized the error, a virtual sea of inappropriate and anti-Leafs posts washed over the site as countless people took their turns getting laughs with their tweets, even bringing the hashtag to trend Canada-wide. No, you never give people this much power. That's like me asking everyone to tweet me hashtag what I like about Santoro and expecting good responses. It's just, oh God. After surprising the world on April 11th, 2009, in one of the most astonishing auditions ever on Britain's Got Talent, Blackburn, Scotland native Susan Boyle was the talk of not just the UK, but the whole world. She went on to be the runner-up in that competition, but that didn't slow her singing career down at all. In fact, after releasing 3 successful albums in only 3 years, Boyle's 4th, Standing Ovation, was released on November 13th, 2012. To promote the record and bring Susan back into the limelight, her public relations team launched a hashtag Susan Album Party to bring attention to an event where she would address questions asked by her Twitter fans. Sadly for Boyle, users realized that the hashtag that they were reading also read Sue's Anal Bum Party. Yep. Her publicists erased the tweet and tried to get away from it, but of course the internet is forever, and millions asked how they could be a part of the bum party. You cannot make this stuff up. By August 13th, 2012, it wasn't uncommon for companies to interact with their fans, even letting them make decisions on which flavor of food would become a permanent option in stores. But when Mountain Dew launched their Dub the Dew campaign in order to find a name for their new flavor, things blew up in their faces quickly. Described as having green apple attitude, the beverage received some fairly unique titles in the list of the most voted, like Fapple and Diabetes. There were also a number of inappropriate puns involving granny apples, such as Gushing Granny. Oh, that's gross. And for a long while, the #1 highest voted name was, and I'm not making this up, Hitler Did Nothing Wrong. Ooh, that's a good bottle of Hitler Did Nothing Wrong. Tastes like sadness. But trolling didn't stop there either, as that same day the site was hacked to have a banner claiming the soft drink was proud of the 9/11 attacks. The company shut down the entire promotion and apologized immediately. Of course, racism is still a huge problem, so the CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, decided to start a conversation about it. That was until the masses on Twitter crushed his idea. In March of 2015, Schultz called for baristas in his 20,000 US stores to write the words "RaceTogether" on every customer's cup. They did this in hopes that they would ask about it and a conversation could start about racial inequality. Unfortunately, a number of social media users attacked the coffee giant, revealing their almost totally white board of directors and the fact that though the promotional photos released showed the cups with words on them, none of the hands holding them were non-white. The internet backlash led to a swift cancellation of the campaign, and the VP of Communications for Starbucks, Corey DeBrowa, had to actually temporarily delete his Twitter account due to the attack tweets that he was receiving. Guys, it's bad enough that your company's already associated with basic white girls. Let's not make that problem worse. In the summer of 2013, Boston radio station Kiss 108 FM held a promotional contest looking to find the biggest Taylor Swift fan and promising the winner the chance to meet the singer. But on July 24th, 2013, the contest was abruptly cancelled without explanation, much to the dismay of over 3,000 applicants, including a 39-year-old man named Charles Zed, who at the finish line was the front runner by a large margin. Well, as it turns out, Charles had the support of 4chan users, which, as you know, is already gonna go bad, because they hope to crush the dreams of whiny teeny boppers and troll Miss Swift by having her biggest fan turn out to be an old guy. While most of the entries had profile pictures of themselves with Taylor Swift memorabilia, or even the pop star herself, Charles's was just him in his bathroom. Oh, she gonna like this. Imagine the look on the contest runners' faces when they saw who held the #1 spot. So obviously it was canceled just before the winner was announced. Poor Charles, man, give that man a chance. What does it matter how he was voted in? That man's old and he wants to meet T Swift. Make it happen. Each year, Time magazine releases a list of the world's most influential people. The 100 names are chosen by online users who vote for who they think impacted the planet more than anyone else. However, in 2009, a colossal number of those online users decided to hack into the list and force the outcome to give the top spot to one of their own. That winner was Christopher Poole, better known on the web as Moot, the founder of the incredibly popular site 4chan. Now, you might be thinking 4chan is a huge website, so their numbers could easily influence a vote without hacking. Well, that's just what many, including Time's online technical team, thought. However, a closer look at the first 21 names that appear on the list reveals something fishy that occurred. If you take the first letter of each name, you get spelled out Marble Cake, also the game. And the list was officially published in that order. God bless 4chan. I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, hit that like button. Let me know you care. On the right, you'll find 2 of my most recent videos that you can go to now if you want more. And subscribe because I'll have a brand new video for you tomorrow at 3 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then.